If you've ever laid in bed at 1 a.m. wondering, why did she come back after ignoring me for 3 weeks, this video is going to feel uncomfortably accurate. I've spent years studying attachment patterns. And there's one mechanism psychologists call it the return loop that explains almost every she came back story you've ever heard. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to trigger it without begging, without texting first, without looking desperate. Real quick, this isn't about manipulation. This is about understanding a pattern that's been documented in relationship psychology for decades. Most men never learn it, which is why they keep repeating the same mistake, chasing when she pulls away, then being confused when she pulls away harder. I'm going to break this into 4 parts. Part 1 is the psychological reason she leaves in the first place. Part 2 is why absence does something to her brain that presence never can. Part 3 is the exact blueprint, 3 steps for what to do during the silence. And Part 4 is the one mistake that resets the entire process back to 0. Don't leave before Part 4 because that's the one that ruins it for most guys. Part 1. The reason she pulls away. Here's the part that stings a little. When a woman pulls away, stops texting back, gets short with you, goes quiet, most men assume it's about something they did wrong. 9 times out of 10, that's not it. What's actually happening is called an emotional overload response. When a woman starts developing real feelings faster than she expected to, her nervous system treats it almost like a threat. Getting close means getting vulnerable, and vulnerability means risk. So her brain does what brains do with risk, it retreats. This is why you'll see her pull away right after things were going well. Not after a fight, not after you did something wrong, after a great date, after a moment that felt real. That timing isn't a coincidence, it's the signature of this exact pattern. If you've ever said, but things were going so good, I don't get it, that confusion isn't a sign you're bad at this. It's a sign you're dealing with a very specific, very human psychological reflex, and reflexes can be understood. Part 2. What absence does that presence can't? Now here's where it gets interesting. There's a principle in behavioral psychology called the contrast effect. The brain doesn't measure value in isolation, it measures value in comparison. When you're constantly present, constantly available, constantly reaching out, you give her nothing to compare you against. You're just there, a constant. But the second you go quiet, not cold, not petty, just quiet, you create a gap. And gaps are where the brain does its most dangerous work. She starts filling that gap with questions. Why hasn't he texted? Is he talking to someone else? Did I mess this up? This is the part most men get backwards. They think silence signals that you don't care. It doesn't. Silence signals that you're not available on demand, and that's what makes the brain sit up and pay attention. Ask yourself honestly. Think back to the last time someone pulled away from you first. Didn't you think about them more, not less? That's not weakness. That's how human attention works. It's the same wiring in her. Part 3. The 3-step blueprint. Okay, here's the part you actually came for. What do you do during the silence? 3 steps. Step 1. The freeze. Stop initiating. Not forever, just stop for now. No double texts, no hey stranger messages, no liking her Instagram story to remind her you exist. Every unanswered reach out you send resets the gap back to 0 and hands her the reassurance she was never supposed to get for free. Step 2. The redirect. This is the step almost nobody does right. Redirect that energy into something visible, your body, your career, your friendships. Not to make her jealous as like some middle school movie plot. Do it because a man who's building something is magnetic by accident. She doesn't need to see it happen in real time. She'll feel it in how you show up the next time you're actually in front of her. Step 3. The calibrated return. When she does reach back out, and statistically, in this pattern, she very often do not flood her with enthusiasm. Match her energy, maybe raise it 10%, not 200%. A short, warm, unbothered response tells her more than a paragraph ever could, that your world didn't stop while she figured hers out. That's the blueprint. Freeze, redirect, calibrate. Simple to understand, brutally hard to actually do, which is exactly why most guys never see it through. Part 4. The mistake that resets everything. Now here's the part I promised you, the one mistake that undoes all 3 steps in a single move. It's not texting her. It's not being seen with someone else. It's explaining yourself. The second you start justifying your silence, "Sorry, I've been distant, I just needed space," you hand back every ounce of intrigue you built. Explaining is chasing, wearing a different outfit. If she asks, a simple "I've just been heads down, good to hear from you" does more work than 3 paragraphs of context ever will. This is the mistake that separates guys who see this pattern work from guys who almost get there and blow it in the last 10 feet. Here's the truth underneath all of this. None of these 3 steps work if you're just performing them while secretly falling apart inside. She can feel performed calm from a mile away. The real version of this, the version that actually changes how people treat you, is becoming a man whose peace doesn't depend on a text notification. When you stop needing her silence to mean something, it stops having power over you. And, ironically, that's the exact moment most of these stories end with her reaching back out first. And if you're dealing with this exact situation right now, tell me in the comments. I read every one, and the next video might be about exactly what you're going through.